Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay, so today we'll just discuss about the basic X-ray circuit and X-ray tube. In your first sessional exam, you only need only two uh, X-ray tube only. Okay, so today we will not take long class. We'll just discuss about the basic X-ray circuit and the X-ray tube. Okay, so this is the image of a basic X-ray circuit. So, a basic X-ray circuit is a combination of two circuits. One is a tube circuit and other is the filament circuit. The tube circuit and the filament circuit is combined to form the complete basic X-ray circuit that is composed of sequence of device to produce X-ray. So there are various devices inside the basic X-ray circuit. Uh, so these are some devices inside the circuit. Okay, so tube circuit, it provides all the wiring for the production of X-ray. Okay, so we know that for the production of X-ray, we need a very high energy electron beam and atom, right? A target atom. So uh, for the to pass the high energy electron beam, we need various wires. So the wiring will be provided by the tube circuit. So these are the components inside the tube circuit. They are source, auto transformer, exposure timers, high voltage generator, rectification system and X-ray tube. Okay. Source. The source is actually a AC source which will provide 220 volt to the rest of the circuit. It will provide 220 volt of current. Where line voltage compensator adjusts incoming voltage so that 220 volt is always delivered to the tube circuit. So from the source we can only get 220 volt current. Inside it may increase or decrease, but from for the start the source will provide only 220 volts of current, and the line compensator, this will always make sure that 220 volt current is coming to the circuit, not more than 220 volt and not less than 220 volt. Okay, where the line voltage compensator adjusts incoming voltage so that 220 volt is always delivered to tube circuit. Then auto transformer. Auto transformer is also called KV selector. This is the auto transformer, or it is also called KV selector. It allows you to vary the voltage sent to the rest of the tube circuit. Okay, so since we need a very high voltage, high energy electron beam, so we need more than 220 volt for the production of X-ray. So the auto transformer will allow to vary the current passing through the rest of the circuit. Auto transformer works on the principle of electromagnetic self-induction. So remember these points, that auto transformer is also called KV selector. It allows to vary the voltage sent to the rest of the tube, and auto transformer works on the principle of electromagnetic self-induction. Okay, it works on the principle of electromagnetic self-induction. What is self-induction? What is mutual induction? We will get to know in the next chapter. Next component of the tube circuit is exposure timers. It determines the amount of time the tube circuit is energized. So exposure timers will determines the time the tube circuit is energized. Okay, next is high voltage generator. It is a step up transformer. It increases voltage values to kilovoltage values. Also, it is works on the principle of electromagnetic mutual induction. Okay, so the high voltage generator will increase the voltage values to kilovoltage values. So we can imagine the voltage is very high inside the tube circuit, right, for the production of the high energy electron beam. For the high energy electron beam, we need kilovoltage value. So the step up transformer or the high voltage generator will increase the voltage of the circuit. So it is a step up transformer. It also works on the principle of electromagnetic mutual induction. So then the next component is rectification system. It changes alternating current to pulsating current. Means it will convert AC to DC. So we need a beam of electron, right, which must be the direct current. So the rectification will change the AC to DC for the production of the energy beam, electron beam. Next is X-ray tube. Here X-ray production takes place. So here see in this picture, this portion contains the tube circuit and this portion contains the filament circuit, but this X-ray tube also a component of the tube circuit. Here the X-ray production, here the electron beam will target the atom and here the X-ray will be produced. So this portion and this portion will be considered as the tube circuit, and the portion in the middle will be considered as the filament circuit. Okay, next is a filament circuit. It provides a source of electron X-ray can be produced. The filament circuit consists of source, rheostat, filament transformer and filament. These are the components of the filament circuit. Okay, it has the same AC outlet as for the tube circuit. So the source of filament circuit and the source of tube circuit is actually the same source. The source which will provide the voltage to the circuit is the same. Okay, for filament circuit and for tube circuit also. Next is rheostat. It is a This is the rheostat. Okay, it is a variable resistor used to regulate the filament current. It is known as the MA selector. Modern tubes don't use this anymore but utilize a high frequency circuit to control filament current. So the rheostat or variable resistor will regulate the current, or with the help of the MA selector or the rheostat we can adjust the current inside the filament circuit. Okay, so another name of this rheostat is MA selector. Filament transformer, it is a step down transformer which reduces the voltage and raises the amperage of the filament circuit. So filament transformer is a step down transformer which will reduce the voltage but it will increase the current. Okay, reduce the voltage of the circuit but it will increase the current. Next is filament, last component of the filament circuit. Current from the filament circuit passes through the filament in the X-ray tube. High amperage of filament circuit causes filament in the X-ray tube. Finally, the electrons are boiled off the filament and in a process called thermonic emission. So current means the flow of electron, right? And for the production of X-ray we need a high energy electron beam. So the current or the high energy electron beam and will go to the X-ray tube and it will get boiled off in the X-ray tube and finally it will comes out of the filament, and that process is called thermionic emission. It will come out of that filament and it will target the atom for the production of X-ray. Okay, so this is all about a basic X-ray circuit. Okay, next is X-ray tube. So we know that in the X-ray tube finally the production of X-ray will take place. So X-ray tube is a device in which X-rays are produced on the principle of energy conversion. X-rays are produced when fast moving electrons are decelerated in matter. High speed electrons stick with a target. In this process, 1% energy converted into X-rays, remaining 99% energy converted into heat. So in the X-ray tube, the principle of energy conversion, X-rays will be produced. So in this process only 1% energy is converted into X-ray and 99% energy is converted into heat. So we can imagine how much heat can be produced in the production of X-ray. Only 1% is converted into X-ray, other 99% is converted into heat. Okay, so these are the various types of X-ray tube used in a X-ray circuit. So according to the cathode, there are two types of X-ray. So cathode means negatively charged electrode. So based on the cathode of the tube, there are two types of X-ray tube. One is cold cathode tube, which is also called Crookes tube, and number two, hot cathode tube, which is also called Colles tube. So there are two types of X-ray tube based on the cathode. And depending according to the anode means positively charged electrode. There are two types of X-ray tube: stationary anode X-ray tube, rotating anode X-ray tube, and rotating envelope X-ray tube. So these type of X-ray tubes can be used in a X-ray circuit. Construction of X-ray tube. X-ray tube contains two principal elements. Cathode provide the source of electron. Anode acts as a target for electron to release X-ray. So for the production of X-ray tube, there are two principal elements, cathode and anode. Cathode will provide the source of electron, and anode will act as the target, which will, when the electron beam hit the target, the X-ray will be produced. So these are some additional component in the X-ray tube. Basically two principal element, and these are some additional component. They are expansion bellows, tube envelope, tube housing, cooling dielectric oil, rotor, inductor stator, tube window. The cathode and anode are contained in the envelope, which provide vacuum support electrical isolation. The envelope is most often made from glass. So these are additional components inside the X-ray tube. Okay, so for in to this portion you need in your first sessional exam. Okay, give your attendance for today.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, please send us the PDF file of these two topics.
Okay, okay.
Ma'am, Rupam sir part একো নাহে নেকি sir? Ma'am,
আহিব আহিব ছাৰে যি পঢ়াইছে এইখিনিও আহিব।
Rupam sir আহিব।
হা, মোৰ পৰা আধা আহিব, ৰূপম ছাৰৰ পৰা আধা আহিব।
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, if you have given your attendance, you can leave. And all the best for tomorrow's exam.
nalalagay